I grow up, I want to be a superhero. When I grow up, I want to be the President of the United States.
When I grow up, I want to be a professional soccer player.
I want to make good grades.
I just want to fit in.
I want to take care of my family.
I just want to make it.
There you go. Perfect. Stand up on that left foot. Pull that foot for me. Stand up back. Back. Woo, Stephanie.
Any words of encouragement?
Don't fall.
You got it?
Yeah.
Each of us remembers a time when, through the wide open eyes of a child, we saw a world where we could be anything we wanted when we grew up. For many, those dreams come true. For others, mistakes, tough breaks, and other circumstances beyond their control put those dreams out of reach. In Georgia's schools, many students simply need help in overcoming obstacles in how they learn. Others find themselves behind because of bad decisions and need support in overcoming the consequences. Still, others find themselves caught up in a swirl of problems they did not create and that they're not sure how to overcome.
Providing children with opportunities to learn and grow, providing them with opportunities to fall down, get back up, and try again, surrounding our children with caring adults who give them an opportunity to get back on track. We don't have perfect children. We have children who have the potential to go on to meet with greatness.
Today, 1 in 4 of the nation's high school students will not graduate. In Georgia, 1 in 3 will drop out, unprepared for work or college. While those numbers create cause for concern, the situations they lead to form an even darker picture for our state and nation. Those who drop out of high school face an unemployment rate nearly twice that of the general population, earn about $200,000 less over their lifetimes than those who finish high school, and almost $1 million less than college graduates. Cost federal and state governments billions. In Georgia, approximately $18 billion per year in lost earnings, as well as welfare and medical costs, and billions more for those who end up in prison.
If you do the fundamental math, it's about $46 a day to keep an inmate in prison for 1 year. Over a year's time, that's about $17,000. When you're talking about the numbers that we're talking about, clearly, if there are opportunities out there, everybody doesn't need to go to prison. And I think one of those opportunities is providing education to some of our folks, our youngsters perhaps, who are on the fringe, who if they weren't in a difficult situation at home, if they didn't have the many challenges, perhaps they could get that education and not only stay away from the Georgia prison system, become tax-providing pro-social individuals in their community.
The benefits of encouraging Georgia students to stay in school go beyond cost savings. Economic development in local communities and the state as a whole thrives where there are pools of graduates who can be trained by employers.
Well, the need is bigger than just the kids dropping out of high school today. The need in Georgia, 1.3 million Georgians over the age of 18 don't have a high school diploma. When that percentage of your population is really not work ready, they're not ready to go into the workplace.
We need a trained workforce. We need people, young people going to college, going to technical college, learning a skill so that we can put them to work.
Concern over dropouts is nothing new. School systems across the country have struggled for years with how to encourage students to stay in school. Knowing a solution must bring together the right partners and be sustained year after year, the Georgia Department of Community Affairs created Great Promise Partnership, a work-school partnership based on the 12 for Life program developed by Southwire Company.
It's our promise to these young people, if they stay the course, if they finish school, if they get a skill, there will be opportunity. And what we've done, we have a nonprofit that is located, here at DCA. We have a board, and we are reaching out, working with state agencies, working with the private sector, working with the chambers of commerce, on one hand to provide job opportunities, on the other hand working with the CAP school system, working with the Carroll County school systems and other systems to provide the curriculum opportunity for these kids to work.
Great Promise Partnership is really a supplement to an accelerator of the regular educational system in a way that is partnership oriented. It's not a separate idea. It's a partnership idea. It's a way to work together with the existing school system to help those kids who are at risk, those kids who are struggling, those kids who may not graduate, to help give them the extra resources they need to get over the finish line.
Great Promise Partnership works on two levels: Great Promise Partnership Community and 12 for Life Workplace. Here's how each level works. Great Promise Partnership Community engages youth in grades 6 through 12 in soft skills training, leadership development, and decision-making. Bi-weekly classes, participation in leadership adventure weekends, regular discussions of career and post-secondary education, and interaction with community and state leaders are all part of GPP Community.
Great Promise Kids Community in many ways is the key part of putting this together, because you're engaging these at-risk young folks at the 6th grade, and you're involving them on a monthly process where they have mentors, they have a community service project that they're engaged with.
Fun, inspiring, and active.
Adventurous, exciting, and a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
The camp taught us how to be leaders and how to make new activities if we're in a small group and all.
I learned a lot of things. Me and my sister had some problems, and they taught me how to deal with that and how to deal with peer pressure and a lot of things that I could use forever.
Based on a proven partnership between Southwire and the Carroll County Schools, 12 for Life Workplace helps students who likely will not graduate complete their high school educations while gaining high-quality, real-world job experience.
I've gone from having no standards to having unlimited expectations of myself because of 12 for Life. If you can go above and beyond the expectations of this program, you open up endless opportunity for yourself.
The truly extraordinary thing about 12 for Life is that everyone associated with it is a winner. And I mean a winner not just on a feel-good basis, which they are, but I mean in a very tangible, bottom-line financial way. For example, Southwire. These kids are productive, they're motivated, they do a great job. They help us make some money. At the same time, the school system is able to increase its graduation rate, we've proven that, in an extremely cost-effective way. And then the community ends up with productive tax-paying citizens who graduated from high school and are able to get meaningful work, as opposed to high school dropouts who would tend to be dependent on the system. And then, most importantly, the kids themselves end up with a much more financially rewarding career and life.
Seeing that success, the Department of Community Affairs created a 12 for Life workplace for Cross Keys High School students. They spend half the day at school and half at DCA working in entry-level jobs with real responsibilities.
It's awesome. It's a blessing because I just never thought that I would be working under the commissioner or having somebody like Ms. Lori or even the commissioner even think of this program. It is a great life experience, and once you start making your own money and people start respecting you more and you get more compliments from adults, and adults actually come to you and ask you for help, So you're not only helping yourself, but you're helping other people as well.
Students get incentive raises based on their academic performance and progress at school, attendance and behavior at both work and school, and their performance at work. Great Promise Partnership works from the team approach that every sector of society must take responsibility for the success of Georgia's children. Education is the root of all economic development, so Georgia's economy needs all children to graduate from high school and become contributing members of society.
I think once you put a Great Promise Kids initiative in a community and it becomes successful, well, everybody wants to be a Great Promise kid. Everybody wants to be engaged in that. I mean, they've got it going. They've got a goal. They've got, they got some money. They're making it happen. So the young folks get excited about it. I think the business community gets excited about it because they see themselves actually helping kids graduate and finish school and at the same time have a trained worker potentially for their business.
All the tools available under Great Promise Partnership, 12 for Life, the mentorship, the adventure weekends, all of those tools have that common aspect. They all help these kids develop a dream and help give them the skills to pursue it in a way that they feel is attainable and realistic. And that's a powerful, powerful thing.